Imagine a sun-drenched afternoon at the lake. The water is still, warm, and deceptively inviting. You dive in, feeling the rush of liquid against your face, unaware that you have just invited a silent executioner into your inner sanctum. This isn't a virus or a bacteria that waits for your immune system to falter. This is Naegleria fowleri, a shape-shifting predator that has existed in the sediment for eons. It doesn't want your blood, it wants your consciousness. It enters through the most fragile gateway of your skull, a microscopic stowaway riding a wave of lake water deep into your nasal passage. Within days, the headache begins, a dull, throbbing pressure that feels like your skull is shrinking. You think it's heatstroke or a common cold. But beneath the surface, your very essence is being liquidated. The brain eater has arrived, and it is hungry for the only organ that makes you, you. The journey begins in the nasal cavity, but the amoeba has no interest in your lungs. It seeks the olfactory nerves, the direct biological highway to the mind. Using specialized suction-like structures called food cups, it latches onto the nerve fibers and begins its ruthless ascent. It crawls through the cribriform plate, a porous, sieve-like bone at the base of your skull, entering the olfactory bulbs. Here, the true carnage starts. Your immune system realizes the intrusion and sends a panicked army of white blood cells to the front lines. But this defense is a double-edged sword. The resulting massive inflammation, combined with the amoeba's secretion of flesh-dissolving enzymes, turns your frontal lobe into a battlefield of necrotic tissue. The brain begins to swell against the unyielding cage of the cranium, creating a pressure cooker of biological debris where the predator thrives in the very chaos it creates. For millions of years, this organism lived a quiet life in the mud, feeding on harmless bacteria in geothermal springs and stagnant ponds. It did not evolve to kill humans. We are merely an accidental detour in its ancient, indifferent life cycle. First identified in the 1960s, Naegleria fowleri represents a terrifying bridge between the primordial past and our modern world. As global temperatures rise and our summers grow longer, these dormant killers are waking up in waters previously thought safe, pushing further north every year. They are thermophilic, thriving in the heat, waiting for a single splash to relocate them from the riverbed to the human mind. This isn't a modern plague or a lab-grown nightmare. It is a relic of a pre-human era, a single-celled survivalist that finds our complex nervous systems to be nothing more than a rich, accidental buffet. It is evolution's most efficient and unintentional assassin. The most haunting part of this infection isn't the death itself, but the speed of the erasure. By the time a diagnosis is confirmed, the person you were is often already gone, replaced by a storm of neurological failure and sensory static. We build civilizations, write symphonies, and map the stars, yet all of it can be undone by a microscopic speck found in a roadside puddle. It is a humbling, horrific reminder of how thin the veil is between life and nothingness. You can hold your breath, but you cannot hide from the invisible. If you find the darkness beneath the surface as fascinating as we do, consider leaving a mark of your presence below. Your engagement ensures these stories continue to be told. The water is warm, the sun is bright, but remember, some things are better left undisturbed. Watch the ripples, listen to the silence, and realize how fragile your grip truly is. Welcome to the mortal coil.